So today and yesterday I was just putting away with some small things like the solar install and little boxes around the solar and the plumbing. I've been waiting for a friend of mine, Warren from Lee Haven Custom Cabinets, to have a bit of time. He's been out doing installs and some builds, so I went up and had coffee with him today. 3 sheets of pre-finished plywood, banding machine, an hour, and we now have all our cabinets. I got a chance to put everything in place, see how it's all going to fit together. So this is my sink. It's going to go in here with either a single or a double cabinet there. This is 26 inches wide, 3 drawers. It's just a cleat for the top drawer. That of course is my Snowmaster slide out fridge. The toilet, compost and toilet's going to go in there. Once I figure it, the height of it, I'm going to put a cleat in for a top drawer. This is a bank of 3 drawers. These are 20 inches wide. And this, we're going to have a slide out box with storage in it. It's also going to have a cushion on it. And once we get the height of that and slide it in, we'll put a cleat in and there'll be a drawer for there as well. So the Snowmaster slides out beautifully in between here, as I've done before. It just slides right out in between the cabinets. What we're going to do here now is we're going to use this great surface where my refrigerator is, and we're going to build the toe kick or the base for the boxes. These boxes are just like a kitchen cabinet, 3/4 inch, banded on the front, glued, screwed, and browed together. Basically put staples in them to start with, and then screw the boxes together. But they have flat bottoms, so they are right now sitting right on the ground. So they're sitting right on the ground like this. So we need to build a toe kick to raise them up. So I've decided on a 2-inch high toe kick. Cabinets are 32 inches, plus the 2-inch toe kick will be 34, plus your top. You'll be pushing close to 36 inches, and that's your standard cabinet counter height. So what I did was I ripped down some scrap material, my favorite to use, and I'm going to build basically just a box that will fit underneath the cabinet, and I can drop the cabinets on top of it. So the cabinets are 21 inches deep, and I want a toe kick space underneath of about 2.5 inches. So 21 inches deep. This is 19 inches deep from the outside to the outside. And what will happen when we're done is there'll be a 3/4 inch door front on here, and there'll be a 3/4 inch piece that matches along here. So it'll bring the whole thing out another 3/4 inch. So on my toe kick, I'm sitting 19 3/8, and like I said, my cabinets are 21 3/4 on both ones. I've got a 2.5 inch toe kick. So let's go ahead and brad this together. And I have these little cleats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brad nail them into the bottom here, like so. And what that does, that then allows me to screw this to the floor, and it'll keep it square. So that there is our base for the cabinets to sit on. So after a few attempts squaring that up so that it was all even all the way around, coming off the wall. Because when we come down to here, we have a full panel coming on here later. It's going to come all the way down, so it needs to be flush. So it'll sit right on top there. Actually, it'll hang a little bit right down to the floor, and then we'll trim it out with a piece of metal. And that piece will then also butt into this piece here, so we'll shape it around there. Those cabinets are in there, they're square. So we have this one in place, we have our floor in, and we check for square. Everything's square with our floor. So now we're just going to slide our sink piece in, button up against this. So it fits perfectly through the center here. Sits flat on our piece. So this one has to come out a little bit later, just to get my insulation in behind there. But I'm alright with that. I'm just going to tap this with 1 or 2 screws up here, and then 1 or 2 into the floor here along where our base is. Remember, our base is screwed to the floor with those corner pieces, and these will screw onto our base, and it will hold it very steady. So we've cut all our pieces for the other side, and now I'm going to build the base for the wardrobe side. Okay, we'll do the best we can here with the video, but these cabinets I'm going to remove. I'm going to put that base in the bottom here, and then fasten the cabinets in. Again, this is all just kind of a dry fit for the cabinets, so I'm not going to put a lot of screws in the cabinets. The base will be set on the floor. I'll put marks there, and then I'll pull the cabinets out, finish the insulation, any wiring that I need to finish up. This, for now, gives me a really good placement of where everything's going to go. Oh, there it is. Well, the box is in, toe kicks. So we're going to look at raising the floor today. I like to raise it in that corner because the butcher block is going to stick out beyond there. And so we got to figure out what is level to end up on this corner right here. This slopes down a bit, so we need to get this square. So when I put my square in here, I get 6 1/8 this end, and I get 6 1/8 at this end, because these two pieces are ripped down to 5 3/8. And it looks like that at this height, we are going to be square with this corner of the cabinet. So I think that's the height we're looking at. So for my floor, base floor, and that edge in the ProMaster, those side pieces, the base, where the top's going to go, needs to be 5 3/8 high. So you might be wondering what that is. Well, yesterday we were putting our cabinets in, and on the back side there, behind the driver's seat, I have a space where I'm going to extend my countertop to allow that driver's seat to turn around and have a place to sit, work on your computer, or eat, or just relax. What I was looking at when I thought about putting this in is there's 3 holes. There's one there, and one in the same spot up the front. That's where the divider goes. So I want to use those to install my piece, as well as fasten it to the side of the cabinet. So that's where this kind of goes in, and it just slides right into place there. So that's it there. So now I'm going to find those holes, and I'm going to drill them in, and then make a floor for that. And or not a floor, but a top, at least out of 3/4 on top of that. And once I do that, it should be at the right height to match up here once I put my 3/8 inch flooring material on. So I'm going to start with this piece here. I'm going to cutting it around those feet so that it slides right in that slot right there, and then I'll get a piece for here. As I said, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for access. Possibly a hole in the top I'll use in the floor with a little hatch, or I might just go into here, a couple of 1 or 2 inch slots that the guy could stick his hand in. Anyway, it's good storage. We'll figure out how to use it here once we get it finished up. So we got that floor piece mounted in there with that bolt and that one there. Like I say, those are the original factory ones. So I used that to hold the whole box in. And of course I used a couple of screws to screw it to the side of the cabinet. So this is basically where we're at now. The raised floor. The cabinets in on both sides. And our bed partly in. Got our solar box built. I took the one for the pump out. And all these cabinets are going to have to come away from the wall again just to finish up a little bit of the kill mat, because I ran out, need a couple more pieces, and to do the insulation. So the van now goes down to a friend of mine's place for a week. He's going to be doing a custom roof rack. I'm going to take him down a 5x3 solar panel, and he'll be putting that in with racks also for surfboards and a ski box and a ladder on the side. I get some pictures and videos of that as soon as it gets on there.